sun is coming up. I don't know if it'll pick up the same on camera, but it is golden peach. Beautiful line on the horizon. It's bound to be a very hot day. Me and Aquadiz are gonna head out to the, that's what I mean about the focus. Focus. We're about to head out to the Guerneville Russian River area. And you were invited along. We were doing metal detecting. This is some place in the world, and we're going someplace else, and I'll see you there. We're going down to the beach. We're gonna scoop. He's got, what are you using today?
I'm using the CTX.
Okay.
30.
Hell yeah. And if you have not checked out Aquadiz's channel, I will have the link in the description below, and click on it and check him out. Okay, so this is a beach where once there has been massive music festivals. I used to work for a stage company, Center Stage in Napa, for Craig Ware. We built the jazz festivals and reggae festivals and all that type of stuff up here, that end of the beach. And then this is like boat rental. Anyways, it's well populated, so we're gonna hunt it. And Aquadiz is telling me that this is what, recreational site since the 1800s.
Yeah, I don't know how close the train came to here. The train stopped, the depot, but yeah, that's what they do. They take the train up from the city, and this is where they would hang out.
So we had San Francisco socialites bathing here back in the day, taking the water. And look at the mist on it too. I hope the camera's picking that up. Just smoke on the water.
Massive flood a couple years ago here too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the floods come all the way through here, all the way up into the town and stuff. I think I go up to 40 and it's minus, or 0 to minus, 10 numbers. Yeah, got it done.
Nice.
My first signal, so there is 1989. We're on a roll. Zinc and penny, modern 1 cent US. This might not catch this, but there are literally all these little wisps that you see coming off are creating little cyclones. So it's smooth glass surface and then cyclones. And just, it's really ethereal, really awesome. Little baby ducks are coming over, little mallards, to say hi. And Mama's like, it's a human. Here they come. Hi. 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 You better go with your mama. You better go with your mama. I'm a person. I think he thought I was a tree. He's trying to play it cool. We pulled up here early in the morning each year and would build stages with the scaffolding legs out in the water. We'd have to set up scaffolding, beams, plywood, backdrops, all that, and then all this would fill with people. All over the state too. I did the Golden Gate Park Symphonies and all kinds of places, all the way to Sacramento and north and south and east. Dime, 10 cent. Look at that right there on the surface. It's my first ring of the day. It looks to be probably a junker, maybe. A bit of copper on the inside, but we have the first ring. Whoosh. Quarter. 25 cents. 75, 1 cent. 10 cent dime. And another dime. And a quarter, 25 cents. 1970 10 cent dime that's been there for a while. 1990 dime, 10 cent. Older quarter, still a state quarter pretty much. Aquadiz, the duck herder. We are at another beach. And yeah, same routine. I'll show you what we find. We got her lucky 1977. Piece of copper pipe. Okay, we are still digging. There are just that many cars. The place is full. The beach is absolutely packed. There's no way you could even get to the water. It's hard to pull out a camera. There's just people everywhere, and then that starts to feel rude. So I do have my portable one on me, and if we find any gold rings or anything, I'll definitely pull you out. Otherwise, we're just going to kind of keep picking at it until sunset, and then get serious on these beaches when everybody's gone. We're actually headed out to the ocean. So that is the plan. Whew. So the beach that was like insanely packed is dead empty now. We're making coffee. Got my thermos and my setup going on. Matt is doing reconnaissance on grub in town and making up tonight and the next day's coffee. We're gonna hit this beach up, and then we're gonna go out to the coast and detect beaches at night. There's the moon rising over the redwood gorges of the Russian River at sunset. So stay tuned. Bam! Spotlight that. There's Aquadiz. We have silver. I believe it was a piece of a ring there. Definitely a sterling or a 925. I don't know, but silver. I have silver. It is a couple hours later. There's a little bridge up above. And just finding nickels and lots of pennies and lots of objects that you can't see. Pretty delirious. Pretty delirious. See all kinds of pennies and stuff. That sounded good. Memorial penny, 1 cent. Modern 10 cent. Dime. Another penny. Another penny. Oh, good morning. That silliness is over. Wow. We hunted until sometime in the middle of the morning or something, and then we passed out. Went to the truck, so we were going to drive out to the coast. And I just tapped on his window, and it's morning. So it's morning. And I probably look insane because I got so sunburnt yesterday. But let me show you the day. Let me show you the day. There's the day. So it's foggy and beautiful. Fog in the redwoods, and we are driving out to the coast to detect beaches. Crazy weekend. It's Monday morning. Haha! We have them. They're on the run. I've gotten a little more sleep. The coffee just needs to kick in now. Kick in, coffee. Okay, enough of this weirdness. We'll see you at the next location. Okay. Small. Had a lot of people on it though. Whoa. Crazy small.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Oh well. Big old chunk of chert. See it? It's that green that I pick up in the rock hunting videos. Big old chunk. Like that big. Oh yeah. I see that there is banks of it here, of a ribbon chert. We'll look at that in a second. Several catastrophes. I found this tent over here. There's no people in it. But I went to lift it up to make sure. And there was a mouse nest, and out of it came a mama mouse, and she was dragging 5 baby mice hanging off of her, still trying to feed. I chased her back under there and I put it down, and I'm like, okay, enough of that. So, catastrophe averted. But yeah, in all this sedimentary rock here, this ribbon chert, these are ribbons of the chert. So, this isn't the rock hunting video. Here's another big chunk. Look at that. Reds and greens. Oh, white and green. And this is how big the exposures can be. So here's the layers. This is kind of cooked stuff. But that's how thick ribbon layer chert can be. And these are, you know, sediments that were laid down on the bottom of the ocean in layers. That's why they look layered. A thin little layer of clay in between each one, and then this was the decomposed only silicate remains of all the teeny tiny microorganisms raining down to the bottom of the ocean. The silicate and their shells forming each one of these layers. And then it got lifted up here. And yeah, a little geology lesson. Let's get back to hunting. So I am working the dry. I just got a 31 signal. The signals on these beaches. Oh, we got a car. There. Ooh. Ooh. It's a chop top. Yeah, with gold rims. They've left me messages. These say H2 love and drink water. With the water symbols. I have one of those. Well, we were here at the time of the day when the rock crabs are getting washed up. You being enough to go home with me? I don't have my measurer on me. I think they have to be 4 or 5 inches. I don't think you were quite there, but they have the meat on their claws. Whoa! And they will take your finger off. There's some mean little claws on there. You show them your mean little claws, spider. No? Kind of holding on to his whole wad there. There you go. Big old claws like a mud crab. Some people don't eat them. They're all after the Dungeness here. I do eat lots of these rock crabs. A couple more beautiful little pieces of jasper. Don't really have my rock camera on me, but they are really bright reds with little gold halos around its stuff. This beach is very soft and sanded in. I think we might be going to a new one soon. This is a big old chunk of jasper. This is one of the it's one of the biggest that you'll see of this. It's poppy too, all the veins and all the poppy. Boom, botryoidal patterning all over that, agate veins. Of course, this camera won't pick it up, but it's like agate veins and then just
this one on here.
Crazy. No, big old chunks of chert and No, as you go along this coast, these fall out. Look at that. That is, that's crazy. Here's the next beach. A lot of this type of little bits of stuff. I'm hunting the dry, and yeah, so do some patterns. Beautiful green looking jadites. This is not a chert. That one is way too hard. This is chert, but it's beautiful, big old green gob. First one down the beach, I can't help but see these just pure, perfect nodules of green. Look at that. Boom. Working the towel line, got a 15. Might very well be a bottle cap. It's a bottle cap. We are working the outskirts of a little fire circle. Briquettes. And well, since we have two different colored bottle caps, we can expect probably 12 at least. But we'll keep working through it. Okay, I'm bringing in a 25 signal, which is high for this machine. So we have not yet got a coin off this beach. And let's see, we have, it looks like a dime, 10 cent from, I can't tell, but it's not silver. Sun is just breaking out. No way. What's that reading up as? 2. Look at that. Wow. Wow. It has a big wire that got pounded, so they made loops, twisted it, and then pounded it flat. Well, we will test that in case they took gold rod and did that. But you would think it would have been marked unless it was actually totally craftsperson. But we have gold shiny thing. Okay, I got a high signal here. When I can barely hear it, I give it a big old boot, which will drop you down a few inches. So when you get your coil on it, you tell if you're hearing something. So we're hearing a 25. Sounds tight. So we'll just go ahead and go whoosh. Keep this simple. Okay, we got dime. Got a sketchy, weird, low, high, bouncy. It's a turtle. Look. It's a turtle. Use your imagination. We found jewelry and I didn't even know it. It was like holding it in my hand. Gosh, I'm not sure what that is, but it's got 2 little black gemstones in it. A little back loop. Looks like it was backlit, but it's got rocks stuck in the little area. We bring you in again on a 15 signal. Which is a really pretty can top pop. Pencil top eraser. Got a screaming high signal here. Ew. That really sliced somebody's foot open. Bam. quarter, 1998. Got a 16 right here in our spiral. Probably a bottle cap. Bottle cap. Coffee break is over. We've returned to the beach. The sun is coming out. Just awesome gob of jasper there. Taking that one for sure. So when I get to areas like this, I hardly ever touch the wet. These beaches in this northern part of California are so steep and so deep, and I spend all my time focused on where human beings have been up in the dry. Very few swimmers as opposed to people losing all of their jewelry and stuff up here. I do find a lot of stuff in the end if you watch my videos. So when I get to these spots and I see garbage and little circles of shells and kid forts and stick forts and logs where everybody sits, those to me are like the best spots. So that's where I go. That's where I go, just so you know, if you want to do it too. There's an awesomely crafted little piece of driftwood. It's perfect already. That is cool. Nice. Try not to hurt the cool little kid fort, ever. Screaming 25 signal in front of it though. Oh! I promise we'll do restorative work if that is necessary. Okay, penny. 25, 26, 21, 29, 30, 24. CKG scoop. Ooh, that cleaned up to a nice 21. That's because it's a sinker stinker. But you wouldn't be able to tell that that wasn't a sinker, so you better dig them. Oh. It's a bracelet. Not. This just went over where I was and then found the other half of those. Got 2 earrings.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one looks more edible. Some sort of like coral sponge. Hope it doesn't bite your fingers off when you put them in there. Hello? Can I ask you a question? Does my lip surgery look good? A piece of copper pipe. Here's the next beach. It is 11:43. We've been here since dawn. The sun is just poking through. It's gonna get hot and crowded. And here we are. Debut the new battery pack that my mom got me for my birthday. Clips on the bottom here. Screws on with this little bolt. Plug it in. It goes up to your battery. We were almost dead. We are not only charging, but we can go ahead and run. And doesn't really, this is how I ran it. Nice and sleek. So that's how it goes. It's been 20 minutes of hunting. My first signal is a zinkin that looked like that. Getting little pieces of zinkins and stuff. Well, Aquadiz had to go back to inland, and I am sheltering here until sunset because it's like 100 degrees inland. So we will do the cleanup of what I have found this last 2 days of hunting. And then it will be the end of this episode. So stick with me if you're interested in seeing the overall pile. And yeah, it's been kind of crazy, just non-stop detecting. Sometimes you just gotta go and go and go. So that's what I was doing. I'm taking a little break. It's about 1:30. Yeah. Fog is rolling back in. I hunted another beach by myself and then came out here to Bodega Bay just to kind of count up the treasures and relax. And so we got this many 25-cent pieces, quarters, boom. These are 5-cent nickels. These are all pennies, boom, 1 cent. These are all dimes, 10 cents. Our could be gold, no markings, hammered, maybe gold plated earring. Our definitely silver is a big old ring or something. Our maybe gold plated little thin band of gold ring. This, the Aquadiz found the other match to. This little guy. It's probably solid rose gold. No, just kidding. A car. Boom. All the wheels roll. Gold plated hubs. Clip on little eye coverings. We have our lead that we found. Rocks that we recovered. Driftwood, key, piece of a GoPro thing, turtle, hacky sack that was laying there. But the reason why I saved all of my targets was to let you see how many targets you dig on average. That's what you do if, 3 or 4 or 5 hours, a couple different spots, probably 6 hours actual digging time. That doesn't mean breaks and all that. Total, maybe 7. That's how many targets there are, and that's what we happen to get out of it. Sometimes better, sometimes worse. In metal detecting, you really have to decide what your reasons are, and I see people struggle with the value of things, what they can get out of it, if they can make a living doing it, all of those different things. This is what I found in that amount of time, and I dug until I was like sunburnt and crazy and sweaty, and everybody else is looking at you like, who's this weird militant looking guy, and with like his swinging his stuff around and sweating all over the place and cowboy boots, and everybody's like in bikinis and pretty serious, pretty nose to the ground about it, and that's what I ended up with. So, of course, sometimes you find 2 silver rings like you've seen, and a big old platinum, or a big old ½ ounce of gold. Oh, and then last beach that we did go to, what the heck? A 57 Wheatie was laying there. So, if you're not going to find very many things on a beach, an old coin will work. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for coming with me on another one of these. I am just enjoying the fruits of summer. Every time that you can't get in on a beach because there's that many people there, I just tell myself it's okay. That's where the fresh deposits come from. So, for those of you out traveling, remember, if you're taking your earrings off, that's why we found 2 of them, and you put them on the blanket, or you put them in your pocket. Don't turn your pockets upside down when you're walking back up to the car. Show your loved ones that you appreciate your marriage rings and stuff by taking them off before you even go out to the beach. Other metal detectorists are like, why is he saying this? I'm just saying. They're not actually. There's a lot of metal detectorists that do recovery. We all feel bad if it's something where we're like, wow, it's an unscribed wedding ring. We all get that feeling inside. It's like, I love the gold. I wish it wasn't somebody else's bad day. Just like finding a set of keys. You're like, oh no, That was not a good ending for that vacation day. But that being said, the quest goes on. Thank you for coming with me. If you get a chance, take care of yourselves and each other. No, that's wrong. Definitely take care of yourselves. And if you get a chance, take care of each other. Because we could use that. We could use that. Every bit of that you put out there. I promise you it'll come back in some bigger way. And this is how I'm finishing out the rest of my day. So I'm not going to show you guys any of that. I'm just going to sit and do nothing for hours and hours and hours. After I went fishing, I came back to the beach. Found some pennies, found some nickels, found a little bit of peace of mind and some more deep thought. And once again, I'm the last person on the beach and the first person on the beach. Good night.